Think about the last time you took a bite of a fresh lemon. Your lips pucker, your eyes water, and your mouth fills with a sharp, stinging flavor. Now, compare that to a completely different feeling, washing your hands at the sink with a slippery bar of soap. That sharp, mouth-puckering sourness you get from the lemon is the primary characteristic of an acid. On the flip side, that slick, slippery feeling of the soap and the bitter taste if you accidentally get some in your mouth are the defining traits of the base. Acids and bases are absolute opposites. You can think of them sitting on the two ends of a hidden chemical seesaw. If a substance is on one side, it's acidic. If it sits on the other side, it's basic. Since we can't safely taste or touch every mystery liquid to find out what it is, we need a better way for chemists to tell them apart. To safely navigate this chemical divide, we need a visual tool that reveals a substance's identity without relying on our senses. Chemists solve this problem using something called an indicator. You can think of an indicator as a chemical spy. It's a special substance that actually changes its own color when it touches an acid or a base. This image shows a classic laboratory indicator known as litmus paper, which comes in red and blue strips. The rules are specific. Dip a blue strip into an acid, it turns red. Dip a red strip into a base, it turns blue. This chemistry isn't restricted to the lab. You actually have a natural indicator sitting in your spice rack right now, turmeric powder. This graphic demonstrates how turmeric reacts. If you mix it with an acid, it stays its natural yellow, but the moment it touches a base, the turmeric indicator instantly turns a deep, rusty red. Indicators provide us with a universal language of color, allowing us to see the invisible chemical properties of the objects we use every day. So, what happens when these two chemical enemies, an acid and a base, actually collide? Instead of a destructive explosion, they perfectly cancel each other out. This process is called a neutralization reaction. During this clash, the extreme properties of both the acid and the base are destroyed, leaving behind neutral water. This block shows the formal scientific rule. When an acid and a base combine, they produce a salt, water, and heat. In chemistry, salt is the specific name for this leftover product, not just the seasoning you put on food. If we use our litmus paper indicator on this newly mixed liquid, the paper won't change color at all because the liquid has become perfectly neutral. A neutralization reaction acts as the ultimate chemical reset button, taking two hazardous extremes and turning them into safe, stable offspring. This chemical seesaw is constantly balancing inside our bodies to keep us healthy and functioning. Think about suffering from an upset, acidic stomach. To get relief, you take an antacid. This illustration shows the tablet as it descends into your stomach to meet the excess acid. Because the antacid is a base, it neutralizes that excess stomach acid. It creates a harmless salt and instantly stops the burning pain. We use this same balance for protecting our teeth. The bacteria in our mouths produce harmful acids that cause tooth decay and cavities. Toothpaste acts as a base to neutralize these cavity-causing acids, leaving protective salts behind on our enamel to keep our smiles strong. Even the actual table salt we eat is formed by mixing a highly corrosive acid and a dangerously strong base together. It's a remarkable outcome. Combining two incredibly toxic, dangerous chemicals results in the perfectly safe compound that flavors our food. From digesting our food to brushing our teeth, our very survival relies on the endless, balancing tug-of-war between acids and bases.